How's it going? Welcome to the channel. So today we're taking a look at this Qronge Zephyr, something like that, commuter style e-bike. Alright, so this is actually a very budget bike. I think it's sitting around $500 or $600 right now on sale. There might be an additional discount code for you in the description, not sure yet, but the link is definitely in there. So let's start off with the powertrain. It's got a 500 watt motor, peaks at 1000 watts. That's paired with a 36 volt, 13.5 amp hour battery. So it does ship as a class 2 e-bike. You can see that right there. So it's limited at 20 miles an hour, but let's just take it for a ride, see how it performs, how the acceleration feels, and going uphill, stuff like that. Alright, so we got 5 power modes. It's really noisy right now. Maybe when the brakes break in, that'll get better. But we're going uphill now in full power mode, hitting 13 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour. Not too bad for a 500 watt motor with a 36 volt battery. Let's see how high we can get now that we're over that hill. Should get 20 miles an hour with the throttle only. 17, 18, 19, and we gotta stop. Now, let's try it with pedal assist, because sometimes pedal assist is, you can get higher top speed than with the throttle. And we're going uphill still. And we're still hitting about 12 miles an hour uphill. Geez, those brakes sound. I wonder what's rubbing there. If it's the brakes or something else. Seems to be getting a little quieter though. Now it looks like the speed's the same with pedal assist and the throttle. Let's see. So now we got to. It looks like we hit 18, 19. Whoa, that was fun. Oh, it made the thing stop rubbing, so now it's pretty quiet. Cool. I think it was the fender actually that was rubbing. This next hill coming up is pretty steep, so let's see how it does on that hill. So 13 miles an hour for a 500 watt motor is actually pretty good. It's not bad at all. And with someone my size on it, 275 pounds, is actually really good. You'll probably get faster if you weigh like $150 or something like that. So let's just take it throttle only, see how it performs. Ooh, this one's harder. 10 miles an hour, 9. Like I said, this is a fairly steep hill. 8. Well, it's going. Yeah, it looks like it's holding steady at 8, so I'm just going to go ahead and pedal, give it some help, get up this hill. Oh wow, is it in cruise control mode? Yeah, I kind of think it's in cruise control mode. Well, now we're going downhill, so that's why we're getting up to 20 miles an hour. Performs pretty well for what it is. I mean, it took that hill going 8 miles an hour, but it didn't stall out or stop or anything like that, so that's a good sign. So while we're talking about power, performance, stuff like that, let's talk about range a little bit. So it's got a 36 volt and it's a 13.5 amp hour battery. I'll put the total watt hours right here on the screen. I mean, you're only drawing, it's a 500 watt, 1000 peak at 13 amp hours. I mean, so it's kind of equivalent if you had a 48 volt 15 amp hour with a regular 750 watt motor. So in that case, I mean, what they say is in between 40 and 70 miles, but if you're doing throttle only, you know, in power mode 5, there's no way you're going to get 40 miles out of it. I think you'll probably end up getting like 20 miles maybe. Yeah, I gotta fix this fender because it's making a lot of noise. Yeah, it's a fender rubbing on the tire there. Let me see. Just need to bend it a little bit. Oh, there we go. I think that'll do it. Oh yeah, much better. So let's test how the pedal assist comes on, how many turns it takes before it kicks in. A really good performance would be about half a turn. Bad performance would be around 2 turns, 2 or more. But let's see. So 1 turn, maybe a little bit less than 1 turn. So it's not too bad. One thing about this bike, it's super quiet when that fender's not rubbing. So that's kind of nice. Does come with more of your budget mechanical disc brakes on 160 millimeter rotors. It's got the same setup in the front and the rear, and then your basic, very cheap, you know, sort of handles. Nothing special, but like I said, this is a super budget bike. Let's test out the brakes really quick and see how they feel. All right, so let's test out these brakes really quick. Get up to about 15 miles an hour and hit them. Ooh. Did not have enough power to lock up the wheels, but I mean, it did stop okay. This is a super budget bike, so you do have mechanical brakes, and I think those are 160 millimeter rotors. Yeah, 160 millimeter rotors. So yeah, you know, you're paying only like $500-600 for a bike. You have to expect you're going to get mechanical brakes. You're not going to get hydraulic. They're going to cut costs somewhere. 160 millimeter rotors instead of the standard 180, but they worked. I mean, it stopped. Didn't feel like it took too long or anything. It just didn't have the stopping power to lock up the brakes. So it does have 26-inch wheels, and it does have like sort of all-terrain maybe type tires. This is a commuter bike made for the road. It does come with full suspension. With some adjustment, you can actually lock it out. And on this side, it says there's a little, I think it says rebound on there, but I'm not sure if that actually does anything or not. It also has like an air shock in the rear here, so it's technically full suspension bike. So let's just take it around, you know, and just see how it feels in like real mild off-road settings. All right, let's see how it just feels like just doing some really mild off-road stuff. It does have like the full suspension, so we'll see. You know, it doesn't, let's run over the stick. Yeah, no, it doesn't feel too bad at all doing this kind of stuff. It feels just fine. So, I mean, this is the type of riding you would do if you were going to go off-road, just like finding your favorite picnic spot or something like that. Nothing like crazy. You're not going to be jumping on this or anything like that. And it's really a commuting bike, a street bike. It's not made for going off-road, really. I think the suspension is there more for comfort. So here's the bike with the seat in the lowest position here. Here it is in the highest. Obviously, you're not going to want to ride it like that, but there's some pretty decent height adjustment here. And also, the stem here is adjustable. You can actually put it all the way forward or put it all the way up. So there's actually a good amount of adjustment on the bike, but here are my just general ergonomic impressions. So in terms of like ergonomics, it feels pretty good. Like the handlebars are actually pretty high, and the cool thing is that they're adjustable. So you can put them down and kind of more forward or have them all the way up how they are now. You know, so there's some you know, ways you can modify these to kind of fit your own riding style or height, the length of your arms and stuff like that. So there's some adjustability, so that's a good thing. The seat is not too bad. Usually seats feel pretty hard for me because I'm a heavy guy, but no, these are actually pretty good seat, pretty comfortable, not bad at all. The seat height is adjustable, so you do, I have my seat down right now, but you do get pretty good leg extension when you're pedaling, so that's just fine. So the bike kind of comes with a lot of storage. You got this basket up front here. It just kind of screws to the front frame of the bike, which is, you know, pretty cool. And then you got your rear rack. That's probably good for 50, 60 pounds or so. So, you know, there's a lot of versatility. You can stick a rack bag on there, or maybe even a small like trunk or something like that if you want to use it for like, I don't know, basic commuting or just taking your picnic stuff out to the park. It does have a 7 gears and a Shimano derailleur there, and you got your just basic Shimano 7-speed shifter up front. You got aluminum fenders in the front and the rear. You can take a look at the dash here. So that's pretty simple. You just got your sort of basic ergo style grips, thumb throttle on the right hand side, and the display, it's real basic. Chart state, speed, power level, and then your trip. The bike does come with a headlight. I think you turn it on by holding the plus button down here. Yes, you can see it's on now. And when the headlight's on, the display actually dims, and it shows you a little icon on here showing your headlights on. And then turn it back off, hold it down again, and your screen brightens up, and that icon goes away. There's buttons on the bottom of the display. You got your power button, up, down, and then your walk assist button. All in all, not a bad bike if you're looking for something on the super budget side. You know, it's going to get you around, get you outdoors, get you having some fun on an e-bike. So if you're interested, links in the description, maybe even a discount code. Thanks for watching to the end. You know, I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.